Alright boys, we're hopping on the bandwagon. Let's get this discussion going. Let's get it.
You can't bring her home to mama, shit too freak. And I got two bitches and they freak. You can't bring her home to mama, shit too freak. Soup, freak, yeah. Soup, freak. She just taught me down, that shit was deep.
Yo, what's going on you guys? It's your boy from the main universe, the NovaVerse. As you guys can see by the title of this video, this is going to be a universe survival arcs discussion video type thing. I'm going to say my opinions on some things and I'm going to throw in my input because I have yet to make one of these videos. Literally every Dragon Ball YouTuber has done their multiple videos or one video on this topic because this is big. At the time I'm recording this video, it's 1:02 in the morning, so it's Friday. I'm hoping to get this up by Saturday. I wanted to get this out before the arc actually starts. I kind of just want to look back at this and be able to see if I was right about some things, if I was wrong, without having any insight on what's going to happen in the tournament itself. So yeah, but here I'm going to talk about Universe Survival Arc. Mainly I wanted to talk about the, the thing that everybody talks about, the female Broly. I jotted down on my phone a few scenarios on how I think that they're going to introduce the character, and yeah, I could be completely wrong, I could be right, I could be semi-right. It's, that's the point of the discussion. It's all for fun. So yeah, let's get into it. Right off the bat, the first scenario on how I think that they're going to introduce female Brolita, whatever, Brolette, whatever you guys want to call her. I'm assuming she's going to be from Universe 6, since Kappa said that there's also Saiyans in Universe 6 as there are in Universe 7, because Universe 6 and 7 are parallel, they're like mirror universes. So as of right now, we don't know if there are any other Saiyans in any other universes, but considering on what was said during that, the Universe 6, Universe 7 battle tournament, arc, we're going to say that there are only Saiyans in 6 and 7. Going off that theory, I would say that she would have to be from Universe 6. A lot of people are saying that, she's tied with Kaba and stuff like that. I've heard people say that it's Kaba's girlfriend, which I wouldn't know how that would be considering that she has that big behemoth freaking transformation like Broly. She goes from being a little small cute looking girl to this massive just freaking beast like Broly looked. So I don't know how that would be as a girlfriend, but yeah, there's that. There's girlfriend, then there's friend or companion, just someone that he just knows from the play, from Universe 6 as a Saiyan. And then I've heard, that it could be his sister. Another thing I think it could be, instead of like a friend, a girlfriend, or a sister, maybe it could be, it goes on the friend actually. Maybe it could be like a, a little childhood friend that he had, or she was just kept, considering that they said that there were no Super Saiyans in Universe 6, that Kaba was the first one. Maybe she was just hidden away, or, she never actually tried to become a Super Saiyan. Just gonna toss it out there what everybody says, that Kaba went back to Universe 6 and taught people how to become a Super Saiyan, and maybe she just became the prodigy, and she just took it one step beyond what everybody else had. But she could also, maybe she also had this transformation, the Super Saiyan transformation, but it wasn't addressed until now, until this tournament, because they didn't find her. Because in their universe, Kaba didn't even know what a Super Saiyan was until the Universe 6, Universe 7 tournament. Maybe he just wasn't looking. Maybe Champa, Vados, they weren't looking for an actual Super Saiyan. They were just looking for a Saiyan that would be strong enough to fight in the tournament. So with that said, maybe she already had this Super Saiyan transformation before Kaba, but she just kept it under wraps because she didn't want anybody to know. And then as the whole word of a Super Saiyan got out from Kaba, maybe she actually tried it, or she let it out and then Kaba found out about it. That's one thing, but I want to get into the scenarios on how she's actually going to be introduced in the show. Alright, let me read this to you, what I got written down here. Scenario 1, both universes are gathered side by side, everybody's in their corners basically. They're just sitting there, just in the back there's this really small looking girl, really small Saiyan, or we don't know if she's a Saiyan yet. Goku and Vegeta, even Piccolo or Gohan, because Piccolo, he also has a keen for noticing things. So maybe they notice her, and then they speculate that maybe she's a Saiyan from Universe 6, how strong she could be. This goes back, like, say she didn't know about this transformation, she didn't know that she was a prodigy in this type of aspect, this perspective. Maybe during her battle with somebody, possibly Goku or Vegeta, as sad as it may be, I could really only see Goku and Vegeta as the ones to actually push her beyond her limits, considering that they are both Super Saiyan Blues. They wouldn't be going all out against everyone in this tournament, considering that it is a tournament to decide what universe is destroyed, but that's just them. They don't really go full power, so they'll probably be suppressed, but their suppressed state is still massively powerful. If you go off the theory that their base form is equivalent to what Goku was in the Battle of Gods arc when he was a Super Saiyan God, and then they could stack Super Saiyan on top of that, which just makes them just ridiculously strong. But let's just say that maybe she's battling either Goku or Vegeta, and then she's about to lose, and then she just gets so furious that she reaches her breaking point, and then she just busts out this legendary, I say this with air quotes, legendary Super Saiyan transformation. Prior to this, she's fighting in her base form, from the entire time. She goes into this transformation and everyone is surprised, especially Kaba. Even if she's from his universe and he brought her there, he probably wouldn't even know about this transformation, but he would know that she's strong, and then this transformation just busts out. She ends up standing somewhat of a chance towards Goku and Vegeta, because granted, even if she did get this transformation during the battle in their fight, it was just kind of sporadic. I wouldn't really see her beating anybody other than like maybe compete with Gohan if Gohan had its, you know, his ultimate mystic, whatever you want to call it, transformation back, and considering that he would be stronger because he can stack Super Saiyan on top of his ultimate form now, I could see her competing in that kind of aspect, maybe just a little bit weaker. Say what you want on that one, I'm not really sure, but I really don't see her competing too much, because even if she does get the upper hand, I could just see Goku or Vegeta just turning it up a notch and then just putting her down easy. If we want to get this character a good image and we don't want to upset the people in like just complete Dragon Ball period, we have never seen a female Super Saiyan. You know, we've always had male Super Saiyans. We've had female Saiyan characters like with GT, the series everybody hates, but in GT we've had Pan, Bullet, or Bra, whichever name you want to use. We've had them, but Bra, she was never really a fighter. She was just a cranky, yeah, she didn't fight. She just shopped and dressed up. That's pretty much it. I mean, we had Pan, which had so much potential to become a Super Saiyan in the show, which I don't understand why she didn't, because Goten, I'm not sure if she would be considered as much of a fighter as Goten was. Nah, scratch that. She fought just as much as Goten did, if you would, you know, if you actually think about it, considering the whole time that she was constantly fighting in GT on these other planets, you would think that she would at least pop out a Super Saiyan transformation. She had the power. Honestly, it doesn't take much to become a Super Saiyan, considering that Goten and Trunks did it at 7 and 8, Gohan did it at 11, so really, it doesn't really matter as the portion of Saiyan blood that you have inside of you, because let's just stick with the GT timeline and we go with the movies. The only GT movie to ever be put out, A Hero's Legacy. In that movie, we have Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. Considering that they are way down the line, they're like great times 10 grandkids from Goku and Vegeta, so they have a very small portion of Saiyan blood in them, and in that movie, they were both shown to become Super Saiyans. We never saw how Vegeta Jr. became a Super Saiyan, so we don't know what the circumstances for him would be, but Goku Jr. literally became a Super Saiyan from fighting this, pretty sure from what I remember, it was like a bear, like a humanoid bear. It didn't take much for him to become a Super Saiyan. He literally just fought that little monster and he became a Super Saiyan. And then take this into account, Goku and Vegeta Jr., since they're so far down the line, they're more human than they are Saiyan. They're probably about 1/16th Saiyan, so they're probably at least like 10, maybe 15% Saiyan, maybe even less, maybe 5% Saiyan, and they were able to become a Super Saiyan. So I really couldn't see as to why, you know, Pan wasn't able to become a Super Saiyan in GT, but I guess that's not the focus. Like people say GT stands for Goku time, but I'm ranting, I'm going on a tangent, but let's get back to the Universe Survival Arc. In the second scenario, Kaba meets up with our main heroes from Universe 7 team and greets them. You know, he says hello, and then he brings female Broly with him over there, you know, to introduce her to them. I really don't see this happening that much, but let's continue on. He ultimately showed the Universe 7 team that they're more of the Saiyans from Universe 6, so this would be cool, but yeah, he'd be explaining how powerful she is, you know, how much of a good pick he thought. Let's say that he didn't know about this transformation. I don't know if he will or not. Even if he didn't know about the transformation, he would know that she's strong, because it seems as if the base Saiyans from Universe 6 are a lot stronger than the base Saiyans from Universe 7. The base Saiyans from Universe 7 couldn't even stand up to Frieza, and this was early Frieza, before the whole golden transformation and all that. So our main Saiyan timeline, you know, our base Saiyans, they're not the strongest, but the Saiyans from Universe 6, as shown with Kaba was stated by Vegeta to be on the same level as him in his base form. Granted, you can say that he was being suppressed because he was able to become a Super Saiyan Blue and all that. I'm not sure if Vegeta was even going full power in his base form. When they were both battling back and forth, Vegeta even says that they were equal in their base form, and this is going off the theory that their base form is as strong as a Super Saiyan God, like I said before. So Kaba would be at Goku's level or higher from the Battle of Gods arc in his base form, not even knowing what a Super Saiyan is, not even being able to turn into a Super Saiyan, and never even hearing what a Super Saiyan was. So based off that, it shows that the Universe 6 Saiyans are so much stronger than the Universe 7 Saiyans. And then now Kaba is able to stack Super Saiyan on top of his base form, which is God level plus, so they're pretty strong. But let's continue on this. He would bring her there and then explain how strong she is and how powerful she is, you know, how good of a pick she would be. Or it could happen with this, you know, take the same scenario, say Kaba goes up to greet them because, you know, he's friends with them and they're really cool, and he looks up to Vegeta. He sees Vegeta as his teacher for teaching him how to become a Super Saiyan and stuff like that. He ends up nudging toward her. He explains that she's really strong, you know. He explains that she's a Saiyan from Planet Sadal, you know, if she's from Universe 6, that is. We're still not completely sure. It's just kind of like speculation at this point. We're assuming that she's from Universe 6, so he explains that she's really strong, you know, like she has this latent potential, like this untapped potential that's just waiting to be be brought out, and this tournament would be perfect for that. You know, like this tournament could push her towards her limits and beyond. Like, he could either say that she has potential, or you know, he explains to him that when she's angry, she's not a Saiyan that you want to mess with. When she gets really serious, she could be a really strong fighter. And of course, that would make Goku, especially Goku, you know, more hyped to fight her, and that would make Vegeta hyped as well. Not so much Piccolo and Gohan and all them, because you know they're not like battle hungry like Vegeta and Goku are, because they're full-blooded Saiyans, so that's just their Saiyan genes, period. But yeah, you know, they'd be eager to fight her. You know, like I said before, the whole her fighting in her base form, because we don't know if she knows that she's a Super Saiyan yet. She'd be pushed to her limits, and then she'd probably go rage mode if like Toei and Toriyama, if they're like trying to make her carbon copy of Broly but in a female form, then she would probably lose it and bring out this legendary Super Saiyan form. But yeah, those are the two scenarios I was thinking of, because I really haven't seen people say things like that necessarily, but what I've been hearing are pretty good, you know, from, you know, people and stuff like that. Also, I'm gonna move on to things that I would like to see from the arc. In the trailer, they introduce so much, like they show so many different types of gods, so many different gods of destruction. It's actually amazing what they actually show here. As we see Kaba, you know, he's back of course, and then Frost is back. You know, Frost was a fugitive, he was a runaway, you know, he was on the lam, he was running away, trying to get away so he wouldn't be put in, you know, jail and stuff like that, or killed or destroyed by Champa basically. And I want to talk about that as well. Let's jump into that real quick. As they're recruiting for this massive universal tournament, maybe Champa, you know, and Vados, they find Frost, and basically, because you know he's on the run, so basically he doesn't want to get caught, like I said. And maybe they even, you know, posed a proposition for him. Maybe they told Frost that if you participate in this tournament, you're free to go. We're not going to do anything, you know, the thing that you did in the tournament to break the rules and stuff like that, we're going to completely get rid of it. It's done. Like you're not going to be, you're free to go. You're a free man. So basically I could see him agreeing to that, because you know, like I said, he doesn't want to be destroyed or anything, so he agrees and he fights in the tournament and he's good. There's so much going on in this, but also things that I want to see from this arc. I'm really hoping that, back to the female Broly, I really hope that they play out her character pretty well, because like I said before, there's like two aspects to this character that we're looking forward to seeing. We've never really seen that many female Saiyans, and she's a Super Saiyan, and she has this transformation that is really similar to Broly. So it's either, I'm hoping that she doesn't just, you know, she goes into a fight against like I said, like Goku and Vegeta, they can easily body her, simple, easy, without even becoming, you know, Super Saiyan Blues. So I wouldn't want her to jump straight in the first battle and then just get bodied in the first match, because that would throw so many people off. You hype this character up so much by throwing her in the trailer, spoiling it pretty much just to get people hyped for this arc even more than what we already are. And then she gets smacked in the first fight. That would, oh my god, that would put so much disrespect to her and Broly as a character as well, because her design is obviously a hint towards Broly. Like look at her hair. Like look at the way she looks. She's big, her pupils are gone, she's got the green hair, literally the exact same as Broly's. So hopefully she doesn't get bodied in the first match. Hopefully we give, like, you know, a decent fight. I'm thinking that she probably won't end up fighting until a decent amount of time in the battle, so we probably won't, she'll probably get like a battle, probably win possibly, and then move on, and then probably get bodied later on. Because I know eventually all these characters have to get put out, at least, you know, at some point, because there's so many characters. We got 12 different universes with 10 fighters on each team. Some teams are going to get knocked out pretty quick just to drop down the numbers for these characters, because in the Universe 6, Universe 7 tournament, we had two universes, Universe 6, Universe 7, 5 fighters on each team, and we couldn't even get every fighter to fight in both of those universes. Like heck, we had Goku, Vegeta, or the people who were initially going to be on the team, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, and Majin Buu. We were going to have all of them. Literally the only ones who fought were Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo. Gohan wasn't even able to come. He was really excited to fight because, you know, he wanted to brush up on his skills. He was training with Piccolo again to remove some of that rust that he had from years of not training and, you know, softening up and stuff like that. So he wasn't able to fight because he had a meeting. It was a lot more important than fighting another team from another universe, so that was basically a cop-out. And then we had Majin Buu that actually did go. We were actually getting hyped because, you know, we really haven't seen Majin Buu fight since the Battle of Gods arc. But then again, you know, he did get bodied with like a few punches, so. But then again, you know, back in his arc, he was a beast whenever he was really serious. He even took Majin Vegeta with ease, just beating him down brutally. It took a Super Saiyan 3 Goku to even keep up with just a fat Majin Buu. But, you know, like I said, it's a cop-out, so they have him fall asleep during the test that they were going to take to get into the fight, basically showing that they weren't too stupid to understand the rules and end up killing somebody, just like a basic tournament like a Tenkaichi Budokai would be. So I still don't know how they're going to balance 12 universes and 10 fighters on each universe. Like I said, if they weren't able to do 2 universes with 5, 5. Basically, the only people that were actually of relevance in the Universe 6 team were Hit and Kaba. We had Magetta, Boltamo, Frost was in there as well, but he got bodied. He was a cheater, or Vegeta took him out in his freaking Super Saiyan transformation. Goku also would have bodied him, but if he used that poison, so whatever. That's Frost, I guess. But yeah, Magetta, we didn't see much of him. All I know is they did a little cheat thing where they put the box over him so we could try to overheat Vegeta and make him pass out, but Vegeta blew up the entire thing, so that was a thing, and then he basically went down from being called stupid or whatever he said. And then Magetta, we really don't know much about him. All I know is it's obvious that his design was off of Winnie the Pooh with the shirt and the color, but you know, he transfers damage to another dimension when you punch him, so that's pretty much it. But yeah, on both teams, we at least had 2 to 3 characters that were copped out, basically just dropped out of the tournament on some BS pretty much. But yeah, we're gonna have to see how this goes because they got 12 universes, 10 fighters on each universe. I don't know how they're gonna actually do this. Like I said, some characters are gonna get dropped easy. First fight, they're gonna get bodied. Second fight, they're gonna get bodied, and so on and so on. Maybe some characters might go on to a second fight, some characters might even go on to a third fight, or they might not even go on to a fight at all. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how this is gonna go, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be just like a straightforward, straight through tournament like it was with the Universe 6, Universe 7 tournament, where it was basically like a Tenkaichi Budokai from start to finish. We had all these members start off, everybody fought, some people got dropped, and then people progressed, and then it ended off with one winner pretty much, one universe. But in that time, it was just the stakes was basically whoever wins gives up their Earth, but basically it was just for food pretty much. That was basically the entire premise of that entire arc, based around food, but the stakes are a lot higher because whichever universe loses gets destroyed. I'm not sure how that's actually going to go down, and I don't know how the rules to that tournament ever came to fruition, but all I know is Goku pretty much got bored and asked for a tournament. So basically any universe that's going to be destroyed with billions upon billions of people in each universe, it's all on Goku's head. Biggest mistake Goku could have made. Just because he's bored, he decided, hey Zeno, let's have this universal tournament you mentioned, you know, a few arcs ago. And it kind of seemed a little bit rushed, but then again, you know, people eventually this would have died out and people wouldn't have cared for it anymore because we had the Future Trunks Zamasu arc right before this, and then a few fillers, stuff like that. But then we had the Universe 6, Universe 7 arc right before that, and ever since then they mentioned this tournament, so eventually people would have gotten sick of it. They wouldn't have really cared that much about it, so they had to pump it out really quick, and I can see why, you know, that's understandable. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna go. Another thing I've also heard people say, you know, like we see in the trailer, 2 Zenos, there's one Zeno that has blue on him and then another Zeno that has red. I've also seen a lot of people speculate that one of the Zenos is going to be evil. We're not sure if it's the present Zeno or if it's the future Zeno of Universe 7. I don't know how I really feel about that. I kind of just feel like it's just something that they threw in there, but then again, it might be. And I've also heard people say that the Great Priest is also the one who's evil. Like, he has some type of hidden agenda, and he could be the villain for the arc, for all we know. Because I feel as if there needs to be some type of conflict within this tournament. It's just been like straightforward, straight from the beginning to finish. But then again, you know, with the whole Tenkaichi Budokai, with the whole Majin Vegeta thing, you know, they didn't finish the tournament, so there was a bigger threat that they had to take care of during that tournament, and it would be really cool to see that again. Like before, I did speculate that there would be some type of villain because I feel like it needs to have one. Then again, you know, it really doesn't need to have one, but it would also spice up the arc instead of making it just what Universe 6, Universe 7 had, just with more fighters and a higher stake. I'm hoping that this arc is going to be somewhat longer than what we usually been getting from the recent, you know, Dragon Ball Super episodes. It seems like an arc is just from like either 27 to like 35 episodes. To be honest with you, I mean, a lot of people complained about how in the franchise for years that the episodes have been really long and been pushed out. They try to milk it and try to make it as longer than what it needs to be. But to be honest with you, I kind of miss the long episodes. I really hope that this arc is long, you know, as long as it could be, like 50 plus episodes minimum. I mean, I know that's a stretch, but it would be nice to see because, you know, we need to see some type of long arc to get that old Dragon Ball feel. So, you know, I mean, it's not like there's anything wrong with it being long, you know, it's fun, you know, it's all in good fun to make fun of it, but in the end, everybody loves it for what it is. So I hope that this arc is going to be long, considering that we got these 12 universes, but also it seems like the whole destroying the different universes every time, you know, a team loses is kind of like a cop-out, just to drop some universes so they won't have to go into that many characters. But then again, we're going to see a lot of different character designs, a lot of different character ideas, concepts, art styles, you know, stuff like that, as we've seen a little bit of from what the, you know, fighters from the other universes look like in the trailer. We've seen a wolf that Goku is fighting with a red scarf on. He's looking like a beast, to be honest. And then some weird looking male or female in this pink outfit that's fighting Vegeta. And then we got the female Broly fully on top of that. So it's gonna be really cool. Like, I'm actually really hyped to see the other gods of destructions and the angels and how they interact and how everybody is just gonna be interacting with each other. I have a feeling it's gonna be really action packed. I have a feeling that the animation is gonna be good. Probably, you know, lesser, you know, farther down at points, but you know, you can't, I mean, every episode just can't be freaking top notch, just so it's not really a big deal for me. But I'm just really hyped to see how this is gonna play out. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, really. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, you know, my input, my thoughts. I mean, this is kind of just jumbled all over the place, and it ended up turning into like me just going off into a tangent, me and just throwing random ideas back and forth, some of my predictions, some of the things I want to see, you know, how I think the art's gonna go. But yeah, I pretty much hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope this wasn't too long. I hope that this video just wasn't just completely just a rehash of what everybody else says, and I have no type of, you know, relevance or whatever you guys want to say, any type of uniqueness or throw anything new out there. But hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. You know, my social media will be in the description as always. Show some love on the video by dropping a like. I'd appreciate that. Let me know what you guys thought about this video in the comments. If you guys thought it was good, if you guys thought it was bad, if you guys thought it was okay, you know, let me know down in the comments. I'd appreciate that as well. If you're new here and you actually enjoy the videos, you know, I'm going to be having more videos like this coming out. I really want to do more discussion type videos and, you know, just hop on the mic and just talk to you guys and give my thoughts about certain topics, because recently I've been really influenced to do these type of discussion videos, but I just haven't gotten around to doing them because I've just had other videos that I've had to you know, post up, edit and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm just a little bit behind on all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just being lazy in all seriousness, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, expect those in the future. You know, if you guys want to see those, let me know. I definitely get those out for you guys. Also, if you're new, subscribe. You know, I'd appreciate that. That would really greatly help out the channel. You know, hit the bell. Everybody seems to say that, so I'm gonna say it as well. Just hit the bell on the channel. You know, go on the channel, it's a little bell so you get notifications for every time I upload a video. I know I'm talking as if I have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but you know, I'm just a guy who just wants to, you know, grow and stuff like that. You can never be too confident about you know, your channel and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it for the video. Don't really have much else to say. Pretty much everything has been said. Like I said, if I think of anything, I'll let you guys know. One more thing I want to throw in there. You know, I'm trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of 2016. That's the goal. So, you know, sub up if you're new, if you enjoy what I'm doing here. But yeah, it's been NovaVerse, and I'm out. Peace.